Growth doesn't come from comfort, it comes from pain. If you want to rise, you've got to face the fire. Pain is not here to break you, it's here to shape you. Nothing worth achieving in life comes without pain. When you're working towards a dream, the struggle is a part of the process. Pain is not the enemy, it's the cost of progress. Those sleepless nights, long hours, and moments of doubt, that's your growth tax. It's the down payment for the life you're building. Think about the greatest achievements in human history. Do you think they came from people who sat around in comfort? Not. Behind every triumph is a story of relentless pain and sacrifice. Whether it's an athlete, an entrepreneur, or a parent raising a family, success demands payment in the form of hardship. Pain sharpens you. It refines your focus and forces you to prioritize what truly matters. When you face challenges head on, you learn to adapt, pivot, and persevere. The discomfort you feel isn't here to destroy you. It's here to mold you into someone stronger, smarter, and more capable. The truth is that pain is a universal language. Everyone experiences it, but not everyone uses it. The difference between winners and quitters is simple. Winners endure. They push through when it hurts. Understanding pain is a temporary price for a permanent reward. Every setback you face is a lesson. It's a test of your commitment to your goals. Pain demands that you make a choice. Will you fold under the pressure or will you rise and fight? The decision you make in these moments determines whether you move forward or stay stuck where you are. The most successful people don't avoid pain, they embrace it. They understand that every struggle is an opportunity to grow. Instead of running from discomfort, they lean into it, knowing that the lessons learned in hardship are invaluable. Pain is the seed of progress. It plants the roots of resilience, strength, and determination. Without it, there's no growth. So when you find yourself in pain, don't resent it. Recognize it for what it is, a sign that you're on the right path. When life knocks you down, it's not to show you how weak you are, it's to show you how strong you can become. Struggles reveal the depth of your resilience and the true extent of your inner power. Without them, you never know what you're truly capable of. Think back to a time when you faced something you thought you couldn't overcome. At that moment, it seemed impossible. But look at you now, you survived. That struggle didn't just test your limits, it expanded them. You're stronger now because of what you endured. Struggles strip away the superficial. They force you to confront your fears, insecurities, and doubts. They reveal the parts of you that need to be strengthened and refined. It's like breaking down a muscle during a workout. It hurts, but it's necessary for growth. The beauty of struggle is that it forces you to dig deep. It pushes you beyond what you thought was possible. It teaches you that you're more resilient, more resourceful, and more determined than you ever imagined. Every challenge is a mirror reflecting your potential. Struggles don't just build strength, they build character. They teach you patience, humility, and perseverance. They remind you that success isn't handed out, it's earned through hard work and sacrifice. The harder the struggle, the sweeter the victory. When you're in the middle of a storm, it's easy to feel like giving up. But remember, storms don't last forever. And when they pass, you'll emerge stronger, wiser, and more equipped to handle whatever comes next. Struggles aren't setbacks, they're setups for your success. Struggles are a gift, even though they don't feel like it at the time. They're the universe's way of preparing you for something greater. So when you face a challenge, don't shy away from it. Face it head on and let it reveal the strength that's been inside you all along. If you want to grow, you have to step out of your comfort zone. Comfort zones are where dreams go to die. They're safe, predictable, and familiar, but they're also stagnant. Nothing extraordinary ever happens there. The problem with comfort is that it tricks you into thinking you're okay where you are. It lulls you into complacency and convinces you that staying the same is better than risking failure. But the truth is, staying in your comfort zone is the biggest risk of all. It's the risk of never reaching your full potential. Growth begins where your comfort zone ends. It's the moment you take a leap of faith, try something new, or challenge yourself in ways you never have before. It's uncomfortable, yes, but that's where the magic happens. When you stay in your comfort zone, you rob yourself of the chance to grow. You miss out on opportunities to learn, to expand your horizons, and to discover what you're truly capable of. Comfort may feel good at the moment, but it's a barrier to long-term success. Think about it. Every breakthrough in your life came from stepping out of your comfort zone. Whether it was starting a new job, learning a new skill, or facing a fear, it required courage and discomfort. But it also brought growth, confidence, and progress. Your comfort zone is not your friend, it's your prison. It keeps you small, safe, and stuck. If you want more out of life, you have to be willing to feel uncomfortable. You have to be willing to risk failure, rejection, and uncertainty. The best things in life don't come from playing it safe. They come from taking risks, embracing challenges, and pushing yourself beyond what you thought was possible. So step out of your comfort zone and watch your life transform. Rejection feels like a door slamming in your face, but what if I told you it's not the end? It's the beginning of a new path, a better one. Every rejection you face is a sign pointing you to something bigger and better than what you thought you wanted. It's not a stop sign, it's a detour. When you're rejected, it's easy to take it personally. You start questioning your worth and doubting your abilities. But rejection isn't about who you are. It's about where you're supposed to go. It's the universe removing what's not meant for you so you can find what is. Rejection builds resilience. It forces you to reflect, recalibrate, refocus. It pushes you to work harder, think smarter, and aim higher. Every rejection is a lesson if you're willing to see it that way. It's not about what you lost, it's about what you're about to gain. Think about the people who told you no. Those moments of rejection were blessings in disguise. They set you on a different path, one that leads to greater opportunities, bigger dreams, and stronger growth. Rejection isn't the enemy, it's the teacher you didn't ask for but desperately need. Rejection separates the committed from the casual. When you get knocked down, your reaction determines your future. Will you stay down, or will you get up and prove the doubters wrong? Rejection is just a challenge to see how badly you want it. Every successful person has faced rejection. The difference is they didn't let it define them. They used it as fuel to keep going. They didn't see it as failure. They saw it as feedback. And that's the mindset you need to adopt if you want to grow. Rejection isn't the end of your story. It's the redirection of your story. It's leading you to the right people, the right opportunities, and the right path. Don't fear rejection, embrace it, learn from it, and use it to propel yourself forward. When life humbles you, it's not a punishment, it's a reminder of what truly matters. Hardships strip away your ego and force you to look inward. They remind you that no matter how strong or successful you are, you're not above struggle. Humility is born in the fire of hardship. It's in those moments when you have nothing left but your faith, your determination, and your grit. It's when you realize that the things you thought you couldn't live without were just distractions from your true purpose. Hardships bring you face to face with yourself. They expose your weaknesses and challenge you to confront them. They teach you that you're not invincible, but you are adaptable. They remind you that every victory comes with a price, and that price is often humility. When you're going through hard times, it's easy to feel like the world is against you. But those hardships are there to teach you lessons you can't learn any other way. They show you who your real friends are, where your true strength lies, and what you're capable of enduring. Humility is the foundation of growth. Without it, you can't learn, adapt, or improve. Hardships humble you so that you can rise again stronger and wiser. They remind you that success is not a solo journey, it's a collective act that requires support, guidance, and grace. Hardships teach you gratitude. They make you appreciate the small victories, the simple joys, and the people who stand by you when times are tough. They shift your focus from what you lack to what you have. And that shift is the key to lasting happiness. When life humbles you, it's not breaking you, it's building you. It's teaching you resilience, patience, and the value of hard work. It shows you that every setback is a setup for a comeback, and every hardship is a stepping stone to greatness. We live in a world that craves instant results. But let me tell you something, there's no shortcut to success. You can't cheat the grind. You can't bypass the work. And you can't skip the process. Growth takes time, effort, and patience. The process is where you learn. It's where you develop the skills, the mindset, and the discipline you need to succeed. Without the process, success is hollow. It's the journey, not the destination, that shapes you into the person you're meant to be. When you try to rush the process, you miss out on the lessons. You miss the opportunity to build resilience, develop character, and gain wisdom. The process is there to prepare you for what's ahead. Skipping it is like building a house without a foundation is bound to crumble. The process is painful, but it's also purposeful. Every obstacle you face, every mistake you make, and every setback you encounter is part of the plan. It's all working together to make you stronger, smarter, and more capable. When you're in the middle of the process, it's easy to get frustrated. You want results and you want them now. But greatness doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of consistent effort over time. Trust the process and it will reward you in ways you can't even imagine. The process weeds out the uncommitted. It's not for the faint of heart. It's for those who are willing to endure, to persevere, and to keep going even when it gets hard. It's for those who understand that the pain of the process is temporary, but the rewards are permanent. You can't fake the process. You can't outsource it or delegate it. You have to go through it yourself. And when you do, you'll come out on the other side stronger, wiser, and more prepared for whatever comes next. Pain isn't just a random experience, it's a signal, a call to action. When you're in pain, it's telling you that something needs to change. It's pushing you to look deeper, to find what matters, and to discover your true purpose. Without pain, most of us would stay comfortable and stagnant, never questioning if there's more. When you feel pain, it forces you to ask tough questions. What am I doing wrong? What do I need to learn? What's holding me back? Those questions are the doorway to growth. Pain strips away the distractions and makes you focus on what's real, what's essential, and what's worth fighting for. Pain has a way of breaking down your ego. It reminds you that you're human, that you're not invincible, and that you need to grow. But it also shows you that you're capable of enduring more than you think. Pain is both a humbler and a motivator, pushing you to reach higher. Purpose is often born out of pain. When you've been through the fire, you gain clarity about what truly matters. You start to see the bigger picture. You realize that the pain wasn't there to punish you, but to prepare you. It was shaping you into the person you're meant to be, one step at a time. Pain builds empathy. When you've suffered, you understand what others are going through. You connect on a deeper level because you've been there. This empathy not only makes you a better person, but it also gives you a purpose to help others navigate their pain. Pain drives innovation. Some of the greatest ideas, inventions, and breakthroughs born out of someone's struggle. Pain makes you think differently, work harder, and refuse to accept mediocrity. It pushes you to create solutions and find new paths where none existed before. The more pain you experience, the clearer your purpose becomes. It's not about avoiding pain, it's about using it. Let it guide you, teach you, and strengthen you. Pain isn't the enemy, it's the catalyst that sparks your growth and reveals your destiny. You can't hold on to the old and expect to grow into the new. Growth requires sacrifice. It demands that you let go of what no longer serves you Even when it's hard, that might mean relationships, habits, or even dreams that you once held close. Letting go is painful, but it's necessary for growth. When you hold on to what's familiar, you stay stuck. Comfort is the enemy of progress. It keeps you safe, but it also keeps you small. Growth means stepping out of that comfort zone, even if it feels like you're walking into the unknown. Letting go means facing fear head on. It's scary to leave behind what you know, but it's even scarier to stay the same. Fear will try to keep you trapped, but growth demands that you move forward anyway. It's about trusting that better things are ahead, even when you can't see them yet. Every time you let go, you make room for something new. It's like pruning a tree. You have to cut away the dead branches so the healthy ones can thrive. Letting go isn't about loss. It's about making space for growth, for new opportunities, and for a better version of yourself. Letting go teaches you resilience. It's not easy to release what you've outgrown, but every time you do, you prove to yourself that you're stronger than your attachments. You learn that you're not defined by what you leave behind, but by where you're going next. Growth isn't linear. Sometimes it feels like you're losing more than you're gaining, but that's part of the process. Letting go can feel like a setback, but it's a setup for a comeback. It's clearing the path so you can step into your full potential. You can't grow if you're holding on to the past. Let go of the things, people, and beliefs that are weighing you down. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Growth is waiting on the other side of your willingness to release what no longer serves you. Strength doesn't come from smooth sailing. It comes from weathering storms. Every struggle you face is like lifting a heavier weight. And with every lift, you grow stronger. Struggles test you, but more importantly, they prepare you. They teach you that no matter how hard life gets, you're tougher than anything it throws at you. When you're in the middle of a struggle, it feels overwhelming. You might think, why me? But those moments are when your real character is forged. Struggles don't define you. They refine you. They strip away the excuses, the doubts, and the fears, leaving behind someone who's resilient and unstoppable. Struggles force you to innovate. When the usual solutions don't work, you're compelled to think differently, dig deeper, and find new ways to overcome them. That's how breakthroughs happen. It's in the struggle that creativity is born. And it's in the struggle that you discover just how capable you are. Strength isn't about never falling. It's about getting back up every time you do. Struggles teach you that failure is not the end. It's just a part of the process. Every time you rise after a fall, you build a little more strength, a little more confidence, and a lot more courage. Struggles bring clarity. They show you what truly matters and what's just noise. They teach you to prioritize, to focus, and to let go of anything that doesn't serve your growth. Struggles have a way of cutting through the chaos and reminding you of your purpose. Through struggles, you learn endurance. Life is not a sprint, it's a marathon, and the ability to keep going despite the pain is what sets the strong apart from the weak. Struggles build stamina, and that stamina is what keeps you moving forward even when the road gets tough. Struggles aren't a sign of weakness, they're a pathway to strength. Every challenge you overcome adds another layer to your foundation. It's not about avoiding struggles, it's about embracing them, knowing that each one is making you stronger, wiser, and more prepared for what's to come. Discipline isn't something you're born with, it's something you earn. And you earn it by doing the hard things, the uncomfortable things, the things you don't feel like doing. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be, and that bridge is built in discomfort. When you push yourself to stick to your goals, even when it's inconvenient, you're building discipline. Every time you say no to a distraction, every time you show up when you don't feel like it, you're strengthening your resolve. Discipline isn't glamorous, but it's what separates the dreamers from the doers. Discomfort is where growth happens. This is in those moments when you're tired, frustrated, or tempted to quit that discipline is forged. It's about choosing the long-term reward over the short-term relief. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when it's hard. Discipline isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. You don't have to be perfect every day, but you do have to show up. You have to keep putting in the work, even when it feels like you're not making progress. Because discipline isn't just about results, it's about building the habits that lead to results. Discipline requires sacrifice. It means giving up the easy path, the quick fixes, and the instant gratification. But every sacrifice you make is an investment in your future. It's about delaying pleasure now so you can enjoy a greater reward later. Discomfort and discipline go hand in hand. You have one without the other. The more you embrace discomfort, the more disciplined you become. And the more disciplined you become, the closer you get to achieving your goals. Discipline is the key to unlocking your potential. It's not about motivation or inspiration, it's about action. It's about choosing to do what's necessary, even when it's hard, because you know that growth only happens outside your comfort zone. Success demands sacrifices. You can't have everything and expect to achieve greatness. You've got to let go of distractions, excuses, and comfort if you want to reach the next level. Sacrifices are the price you pay for growth, and every great achievement starts with the decision to give something up. Sacrifices are uncomfortable, but they're also necessary. You might have to sacrifice sleep to chase your dreams, fun nights out to stay focused, or even relationships that no longer align with your goals. Sacrifices force you to prioritize what matters most, and that clarity is where success begins. When you make sacrifices, you learn discipline and focus. You stop wasting time on things that don't serve your purpose and start putting all your energy into what truly matters. Sacrifices sharpen your vision and keep you aligned with your goals. Sacrifices teach you the value of hard work. When you give something up, you're more invested in making sure your efforts pay off. Sacrifices create a sense of urgency, a hunger to succeed because you've put skin in the game. Success requires you to sacrifice comfort. Growth happens when you're willing to step into the unknown, risk failure, and do what most people won't. Sacrifices push you out of your comfort zone and into the arena where real growth takes place. Sacrifices reveal who you are. They show you what you're willing to endure, what you truly care about, and how far you're willing to go to achieve your dreams. Sacrifices are a test of your commitment, and they prove to you that you're serious about your goals. The road to success is paved with sacrifices. Every step forward requires a choice. Will you stay comfortable, or will you give something up to grow? Sacrifices aren't easy, but they're worth it because they lead to a life of purpose, fulfillment, and achievement. Growth isn't gentle. It's a process of being refined, of being shaped by the fire of challenges and adversity. The fire burns, but it also purifies. It strips away the unnecessary and leaves behind something stronger, something more resilient. You can't avoid the fire if you want to grow. The fire is where you learn who you are. When everything feels like it's falling apart, that's when your true character is revealed. The fire exposes your weaknesses, but it also shows you your strengths. It forces you to face yourself and to grow into the person you're meant to be. The fire isn't there to destroy you. It's there to build you. It's through the struggle, the pain, and the pressure that you're shaped into something greater. The fire forces you to rise, to fight, and to refuse to settle for less than your potential. The fire demands courage. It's not easy to face challenges head on, to keep going when the heat is unbearable. But courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the willingness to move forward despite it. The fire teaches you to be brave, to trust the process, and to believe in your ability to overcome. The fire transforms you. Every challenge you endure, every hardship you face, it changes you. It makes you wiser, stronger, and more capable. The fire isn't the enemy, it's Sheol that shapes your future and prepares you for the greatness that lies ahead. The fire builds resilience. It shows you that you can survive anything, that you're stronger than you think, and that no obstacle is too great. The fire teaches you to adapt, to persevere, to thrive no matter what comes your way. The fire is your ally, not your enemy. It's the process of becoming, of growing into the best version of yourself. The fire hurts, but it's necessary. Embrace it, endure it, and let it forge you into the person you're destined to be.